to help with the almighty potato, I've lost 100 pounds and kept most of it off for the last couple of years. Recently I've gained a little bit of weight, and it's just, it's not a mystery. I did it myself. I did it to myself by not following my own advice. Today's video, I want to talk about how I'm getting out of the rut that I was in the last few months. Just gotta make some notes first. I'll be right back. This list is not in any particular order, but I'm gonna go over these 7 things that I personally find I need to address when I'm not feeling my best. These are things that help me feel better, and maybe some of these things will help you too. Number 1, hydration. Always hydration. Whenever I'm not feeling energetic or just feeling sluggish, I forget about hydration, and then once I remember and then I start drinking more, and over a few days I'm more hydrated, I'm like, ow, that was a major contributing factor to me feeling like caca. Sleep is another one that I've been working on, and I need to work on some more. I just don't feel like I get a good restful sleep, even though I consider myself a good sleeper. I'm a deep sleeper, but I think my sleep hygiene has been a little bit bad lately. Bad, terrible, whatever. It just hasn't been the greatest. So I'm gonna be working on that a little bit. Don't quote me on this. I've seen it somewhere that, you know, on a sciencey standpoint, that between 10 and 2 a.m. that our body does most of its regeneration and healing and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I've heard it time and time again that getting a good sleep is so important for our health. Good sleep hygiene would be putting the phones away, devices, turning off the TV, turning off the lights, and getting a good restful sleep. So that's something that I plan to tackle. Number 3, just getting things done. I was getting to the point there where I wasn't getting things done, and then I'd feel really bad about it, and things just piled up, and then I get to the point where I just don't want to do anything because I don't know where to start. So tackling that to-do list, and maybe even reassessing that to-do list, and getting rid of the stuff that's not high priority right now, and scheduling in the stuff that is priority. Number 4 is getting in movement. If you're sedentary and you're depressed, you really need to make it a priority to move your body in whatever way you can. Can you imagine a swamp trying to unswamp itself? All of us under its spell. Without any like stream helping it clear out. It's just stagnant, right? And you become more stagnant the more sedentary you are. So try to get in some movement in whatever way you can. For me lately, I've been focusing on walking, even though I really miss the gym and I miss my strength training workouts. I love strength training. It's like my meditation, but I've been having trouble just making myself go to the gym and getting this done. It feels overwhelming to me because I don't know where to start, because I feel so far behind. Like, I made such good progress with my strength training and my strength gains and all that, and now I feel like I'm back to square one. So it's just been really hard for me to wrap my head around going back. But it's okay. I will do it. I'm not ready for it right now. But what I decided I'm going to focus on is walking and just doing calisthenics, like easy body weight exercises like squats and push-ups and things like that. And the walking, I still have a hard time getting myself motivated to get out the door, especially because I work from home, and I'm the kind of person that needs like a specific purpose to go walking. And in the past, that used to be getting to work. But now that I don't have to walk somewhere, I don't tend to do that. And even my dogs, I've got dogs. Their idea of walking is sniffing every 2 feet. And it takes us 10 minutes just to get a block. So my dogs aren't helping me in that department either. So what I've been doing, what I've done is I signed up for StepBet. I've done StepBets in the past, and they really help get me going because I don't want to lose my money. So what you do is you bet $40 that you can do the steps that they assigned you, and they base that on your history, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it. So if you're interested in, I'm actually hosting a StepBet, so if you're interested, I'm going to link down below that information. And number 5 is to address any vitamin deficiencies. So check with your doctor, make sure your B12, your iron, and your vitamin D are all within the normal range. If they're on the low end of normal, talk to your doctor about, supplementing a little bit to get those up. But don't just go supplement on these things without, you know, checking with your doctor first. You don't know. You don't want to be supplementing vitamin D, which apparently actually is a hormone. I didn't know that. But if you don't need it, you know, and you don't want to be supplementing iron if you don't need it. Now, B12 I've heard is a little bit of a safer vitamin to supplement without getting tested. But I still would just generally like get your doctor to test these things if you can. Those are important. Those are vitamins that can contribute to energy levels and mood and all that stuff. And number 6 is sunshine and fresh air. It's so important to get sunshine whenever you possibly can. Try to get 15 to 20 minutes a day in the middle of the day if you can. That's when you're going to absorb that good old vitamin D, which I call vitamin anti-depression. But even if you're getting enough sunshine, does not automatically mean you've got enough vitamin D. So again, check with your doctor. And last but not least is food. You know, check in with yourself. Are you eating the best way you possibly can? For me, I feel best when my diet is centered mostly around starches like potatoes, rice, beans, and fruits and vegetables, of course. If I'm eating like anything processed at all, even if it's like what we would consider a healthy processed food, like bread, pasta, Mary's crackers that are just made out of seeds, store-bought hummus, things like that, I don't feel good. And for whatever reason, my body doesn't like those things. So take your time to figure out what really makes you feel good. Like what foods are health promoting for your body, and ditch the foods that don't make you feel so good. And sometimes you don't know until you get rid of them. And one I realized recently that has been contributing to interfering with my vitamin absorption is tea. Innocent old black tea. In my case, orange picot is the tea we drink here in Canada. I don't know if you drink that down there in the US, but it's like a fine black tea. And I didn't realize it till I got rid of it, but it had been making me feel anxious, and I believe it's contributing to, you know, not sleeping as good, and my energy's improved and my sleep's improved since I got rid of it. And I was usually only having one tea a day in the morning. The tannins in the tea actually interfere with iron absorption, maybe interferes with vitamin D, I don't know. But yeah, getting rid of the tea has been very helpful. So those are the things I've been doing to get out of my little big rut, and I'm already feeling better after a few days of implementing those things. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below what things you do that makes you feel better when you haven't been feeling so good. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this and ideas, and help everybody else out here just to start talking about this stuff. I know sometimes us vegans don't want to talk about when we're not feeling our best, because we know that somebody out there who doesn't want to be vegan will latch onto that and say, see, this person's deficient, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, whatever. We can just we don't have to listen to those people. Let them think whatever they want to think. When they're ready to come over to the light side, they'll come on over. You can't teach someone that doesn't want to be taught. And before I go, I just want to remind you that when you're feeling down in the dumps, emotionally, physically, mentally, all that stuff, be kind to yourself. Be kind. You're so cute, Jumbo. I love you. Okay, enough of that. Look at all the gray. We're both going gray, aren't we? We can be old ladies together, right?